course, marami pang kulang. No? We are, just like what was mentioned earlier, we are far away from our target. And relatively, when compared to other countries that also produce coffee, medyo malayo pa ang buong Pilipinas. That's why we're really looking for interventions not only coming from the public sector, but also the private sector who can help us upgrade the status of our coffee farms, or perhaps the introduction of good agricultural practices, or additional interventions coming from both the provincial and the national government. Pero the biggest takeaway that I got from today's event is that now there is a bigger commitment coming from the Department of Agriculture in the person of Secretary Chu Laurel, that he has pledged to make sure that coffee will now be part of the Department of Agriculture's priority programs. And as governor, napakalaking bagay ito sa akin dahil dito po yan magsisimula sa lalawigan ng Sultan Kudarat. So this will give more meaning to Sultan Kudarat being the coffee capital of the Philippines, being the biggest producer of coffee. But again, marami pang pwedeng gawin. Ang dami pang pwedeng intervention. Isa po sa mga napag-usapan namin is if you're going to locate the coffee farms in Sultan Kudarat, then po ay nandun sa ancestral domain ng ating mga indigenous people. And per the statistics from Philippine PSA, ang sinasabi po nila na sila po nagpag-iwanan when it comes to income classification. Kaya sabi ko, coffee will also be a tool against poverty. It is a program for poverty alleviation. Kasi just like what I've mentioned, we've got thousands of families that depend their livelihood on coffee. Ang amin lang naman dito is how are we going to make it easier for them? Perhaps the introduction of additional support from DA na sila po ay makakatagap just like any other crops katulad ng bigas, katulad ng mais. Meron na rin pong libreng fertilizer para sa ating mga coffee farmers. Possible intervention din ang pagtatayo ng mga processing centers to introduce technology sa pagsusorting, sa sort ng color pati sort ng size. And perhaps we can help them by putting more infrastructure katulad ng ating mga farm-to-market roads or even farm-to-market bridges. Take note, most of these areas planted with coffee, nandun po yun sa upland, far to reach areas, di ba? Kaya importante, kung meron mang intervention coming from the national government, ako na mismo sasabi, the provincial government cannot do it alone, kinakailangan po na meron talagang massive infrastructure program that can help us, help the farmers, bring their products down here. Diba? And I think everyone will agree with that. So, ang multilateral approach to, meron tayo sa introduction ng processing centers, sa pamimigay ng fertilizers, up to infrastructure. Pero isa po sa napansin ko, to start off, is yung kakulangan ng ating mga planting materials. And that is admitted fact by almost all sectors. Kinakailangan po talaga ng more planting materials so we can start planting this coffee. So with all of this new technology, research and development from Nestle, it will be a very big help for the people of Sultan Kudarat, and I'm looking forward to partnering with them in even more endeavors or programs in the future.